All right, boys. So today we're going to be talking about something that a lot of us have issues with. That no matter what kind of guy you are, whether you're high value, low value, a Chad, an incel, you're going to have a girl that's going to flake on you. It happens to every single body. But in this video, guys, I'm going to give you guys 7 real reasons why women flake and also give you guys solutions, man. Because if you know why they're doing it, you can now learn how to tailor your game to reduce that number and get more girls out on dates and get more girls to do horizontal cardio with. Okay. Now, if you can hear the audio, put a 1 in the chat and let's go into it, man. So, the very first reason why women flake on men is so obvious. It's low interest, bro. Low interest. But let me explain this, right? Because we all have heard this saying that if you're Brad Pitt, if you're Leonardo DiCaprio, if you are her crush, the man that she desires, there's a lot lower chance that she's actually going to flake on you. We all know this. But here is the interesting thing about this, right? That is not always the case. Because, yeah, if you don't have your game on point, you don't have your style on points, you haven't maximized your basics, you're going to get a lot more girls that flake on you. That's the truth. So that means, guys, that you want to improve your style, your body language, as well as your physique. And you also want to work on your mouthpiece and learn how to actually flirt and seduce women. This is going to reduce how much girls that are low interest. But here's a funny thing, because even if you do all that and you really up your game and your looks, my guy, you might actually run into the second issue that women flake, and that is too high interest. Okay, guys, this is kind of counterintuitive, right? But when girls are really, really into you, sometimes, bro, they will play these weird games to try and get you more interested in them. So sometimes these girls, they really, really like you, but for some reason they think that you are out of their league, and they now start doing these very weird things to make themselves seem more valuable. They'll take longer to respond, even though they're so into you. They will reschedule a date, even though they weren't doing anything. And another reason why they also will do this is because sometimes, guys, they are just nervous, man. Like when a girl is really, really, really into you, just like when you are really into a girl, before that date, don't you get a little bit nervous? Don't you get nerves? Aren't you worried if you're going to say the right thing, if you look good that day, right? Girls have those same feelings too. But that's the thing, girls are not men, and girls are more risk averse. So if a girl, she's really, really into you, but she's feeling a little bit nervous that day, or she doesn't feel like she's on her A game, she might actually flake or at least reschedule with you. Okay. So you know this happens if she flakes on you, but she makes herself available to you the next time, right? So to kind of go around this issue, you want to give girls, how can I say this? The benefit of a doubt. If she flakes on you once or she reschedules once, bro, it's not a big deal. Just go, okay, cool. Maybe banter a little bit and then later set up another date, right? Also, something that I have done is if I'm texting a girl and I know for a fact, I mean, you can feel it in your gut when a girl is really into you. You know that this girl is into me. Like we vibe, we have a good connection, right? The chemistry is there. She's been texting me, she's been flirtatious, but before the dates, she started acting weird. What I will do is I'll call her out. I'll be like, hey, look, I understand if you're nervous, that's okay. And sometimes girls will be like, oh no, I'm not nervous. I really did have this thing come up. I'll be like, okay, cool, no worries. But sometimes, tall boys, I've had some girls that will be like, yeah, actually, I am a little bit nervous. Then I'll talk them into it, and next thing you know, they're on the dates that same day. Okay. So yeah, guys, it's very counterintuitive, but Don't think that every single time a girl that flakes on you is because she doesn't like you. Sometimes it's actually the other way around. Okay. But here's the thing, there's also more reasons why girls flake. And the next one is unclear expectations. Okay. So this right here is a game issue, right? So here's something that some guys do. Us guys, sometimes when we're talking to a girl that we really find attractive, we have a habit of playing things too safe. We're not going to be too flirtatious. We're not going to do anything to make us seem too sexual. We're going to respect our women, right? But then what you end up doing is you make this girl think that you don't have a schlong, okay? You're too nice, you're too polite, you're too accommodating. Everything is just platonic. So when you talk to girls like this, they might agree to a date because you were nice, but because you didn't really give them what your intentions are, that you're not trying to make this romantic or into a sexual thing, they're gonna be like, "Mm, should I go on this date? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. I'm not sure about him." And when they're unsure about you, that's how they're going to be flaky. And sometimes they're unsure about you because of your actions. Okay. So how you kill this issue right here, guys, is from the jump. There's a saying I have over here. From the jump, guys. What is that word? Foreplay begins at hello. So from the moment you meet this girl, you have to start priming her for sex later. Whether it is a date from now, 2 days from now, wherever, you need to start speaking a bit more flirtatious in your language. That way she knows, oh, I think I know what he wants. He wants this. So when she agrees to that, she knows what she is getting. Okay. So, boys, if you're being too platonic, stop that thing. You're gonna notice it's so backwards. You're gonna notice that when you start being more flirtatious and being more honest about your intentions, girls will actually start showing up more. It's so weird. You think that playing it safe will make you get more results? Nah, you get worse results. Which now also goes into the next thing, guys, which is kind of backwards of what I just said. And that is you actually put on too much pressure. Okay, so you see, Talboys, you know how I said earlier just now that you need to show your intentions, that you need to be flirtatious. Some guys take this too extreme. They show their intentions, but they also place expectations. So what a guy might start doing is he might start texting the girl and start projecting that they're going to have a relationship or this interaction must lead to a relationship down the line because he's serious. He's looking for a wife, he's looking for a girlfriend, and any girl that wastes his time, he doesn't want to deal with her. And girls, when they get that energy, they're going to be like, yo, this guy is kind of weird, man. I don't know if I want to go out on a date with him, right? Then on the other extreme, you don't have the other guy that he's too sexual, if you know what I mean, man. He's making it seem like, yo, when you show up on this date, we must do something. You must slap on my knob. You must give me some action. And yes, guys, women do love horizontal cardio. There's no denying this. But women also like the mystery. Women like to have the opportunity to change their mind. So what that means, guys, is you want to, yes, put it on the table, but don't make it seem like you expect it to happen. And if you start doing that, you're going to notice that a lot more girls will actually show up more. Okay. So yeah, when there's too much pressure on the dates, girls, they're out of there. Okay. Now this one is kind of similar to the unclear expectations, right? And that is Boring follow through. Oh God, this one is bad. What is boring follow through? These are guys that text women with no plan, with no direction. It feels like this interaction is not going anywhere. And that to girls is boring. What that means is guys will flirt, 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 never do anything. Or guys will only say boring stuff, never flirts. They never do anything in the interaction to take it to the next level. And when girls interact with you like this, they go, oh man, this guy, you know what? I'm done with him. Or one thing that guys will also do is like they'll set up a date with boring follow through. They'll be like, all right, we'll meet on Friday. Friday where? Friday what time? Bro, give me directions. Okay. So when you have very bad follow through and you're just kind of like just texting to text, you say, hey, let's meet on Saturdays at some point. The girl's like, what the hell is this nonsense, man? Give me a time, give me a place, tell me when. Because people need to freaking plan. Okay. So when you have very weak follow through, I mean, this would seem like common sense. But when I look at some of the guys in the Discord, some of them will actually text like this. I'm like, yo, this is why this girl left you. And by the way, guys, if you want to also get some analysis on your text game and also learn some other tactics, feel free to join the Discord. All right. But okay, now the next reason why women leave or they flake on you is, bro, I hate to break it to you. I hate to break it to you, my guy. Something came up. Yes, something came up. Guys, man, the world does not revolve around you. Okay, listen, you could do everything right. You could text her right. You could look on point. You could know how to flirt. You could set up everything correctly. But what if that day of the date, her boss tells her that, yo, you need to stay at work later, right? We have a deadline. You need to stay later. Or something actually does happen to her mom, okay? Or maybe she's behind on rent and she actually needs to make some money. And yes, she does want to go out with you, but yo, she doesn't want to be homeless. By the way, this happened to me before, right? Now, guys that are too sensitive, they'll be like, she's lying. She's lying to me. Her mom is not sick. They'll tell the girl, send me a picture of the girl of your mom. Send me a picture of your mom. I don't believe that she's dying. Bro, chill the hell out. Okay, bro, give women the benefit of a doubt. Okay, all right. If she tells you something came up, I don't care how you feel about it. Just accept it that, oh, maybe it is true. Are they lying sometimes? Yes, they're lying sometimes. But why would you want to think like that, dude? Why would you want to be thinking all negative all the time and feel like everybody's out to get you? Because I know this sounds like common sense, bro. But if you think that everybody in the world is against you and everybody's out to get you, you're gonna actually run into more people that are like this. So my guy, have a trusting heart. Just say, okay, you know what? Let me give her a benefit of the doubt. But if she pulls that on you multiple times, 2, 3 times, then you now have your answer. Okay. If something always comes up every single time you set up a date, then it's probably one of the previous reasons and something real didn't come up this time. Okay. Well, guys, please give women the benefit of the doubt. You have more dates this way. Okay. Now, guys, the last one is something that we just have to accept. There's another guy. There is another guy. Guys, I'm sorry, right? We're in 2024 now. Attractive women have options. Every woman that is attractive, she has a man in her life. She's not smashing all of them, but there might be a good chance that she has a dude in her life that currently has more pull than her. Let's just say, for example, that this girl got in her fight with her boyfriend, right? And then when she got in her fight with her boyfriend, she's like, "I'm done with him. I'm done with that asshole." And then she meets you, and she's like, "Oh my god, this guy is charming. This guy is so seductive. He's funny. He's smooth. He's confident. Oh my god, I'm gonna give him some cheeks." But then when the date comes up, her boyfriend were still talking to each other, and then they made up. But she's still not sure about him, right? She's still not sure because maybe he did some kind of messed up thing, right? But right now they're good. But she's not sure if she wants to dump him yet. She's not going to go out on a date with you, bro. Even if she's attracted to you, because that other guy has more investment than you. So in this situation, man, this is when you have girls that will actually they'll flake on you, then they will disappear, and then out of nowhere, we've all gotten this text. Out of nowhere, you would think, okay, that girl's done. I'm never gonna see her again. And out of nowhere, bro, one day you're just working out on the rings, doing some curls, and you get a hey, hey, what's up? You're like, this hoe. I haven't talked to her for 1 month. Do you know why it took her a month before she texted you? Because that situation with that guy is on the rocks again. That guy messed up again, and now she's like looking at her options, and she remembered you. She's like, "Oh, that guy was pretty seductive. He was pretty cool. Let me see him again, right? Let me reach out and let me see if he's still down to meet." Now, guys, honestly, you have to also understand, because something that a lot of guys also think when it's another guy, guys will always tend to think that, oh, it's because I'm not high value enough. If I was a superstar, she wouldn't do that. That's not true. Bro, you could still be super high value and she will still do this to you. Because if that guy has more investment than you, he's ahead of you. No matter how much you looks max, money max, status max, and hydro max. It doesn't matter how much you hydro max, my guy. If that guy has more investment than you, he's ahead of you. I'm sorry. Okay. So just accept that sometimes there's another dude. Okay. So when you know all these things about why women flake on you, let me just give you some very simple advice, right? How you can go around all this stuff, guys, is number one, come correct. Okay. Excuse me. Come correct. Make sure you have maximized everything that you can maximize. Your charisma, your looks, status not as important. Money not as important when it comes to actually hooking up with chicks, right? Your basics, really, really nail those things down. Okay. But once you nail those things down, you also want to work on your communication. Learn how to communicate with women in a way that they know what the hell it is that you want, but you still have some mystery and you still maintain that chase, right? So that she's like, I wonder what's gonna happen if I go out on a date with him. I kind of know, but I want to see. If you can learn how to be seductive, your language, get more girls out on dates, right? But the last thing that you need, my guy, the last thing you need is patience. My guy, you have to understand that, again, the world doesn't revolve around you. And there are a lot of reasons why girls can flake on you. And just because they flicked on you once, even twice, that is not a reflection always on you, especially if you did everything else correctly. But if you're patient and you give girls at least one more chance, sometimes even two chances, right? You can get these girls back out on dates. I've actually got girls out on dates that have flicked on me like 4 times. Of course, I don't focus all my energy on those girls. I know what it is. Okay. I think that when you're new into seduction and dating, you want to focus more on girls that are available to you, that want you, that won't play all these weird games, that don't have all these weird situations. But as you get more girls and you want to expand your options more, there is you can learn quite a bit from going with those girls that are kind of tricky. Okay. So, yes, guys, that's why women flake on you. And now you guys know how to handle it. But before we go any further, let's do some question and answer. While you guys are typing while you guys are typing up question and answer, I remember there's one girl, man, that we matched on a dating app. We set up a date one time. She flaked, right? She flaked the first time. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. Set up a second date. She flaked. I'm like, what? Okay, this girl's not serious. But I was still seeing other girls, right? But every once in a while, she would still text me. And I'm like, yo, I'm not doing anything. Let me just talk to her. Then we got on the phone. We talked a little bit, right? I asked her out on a date. She was still freaking acting like an idiot. I'm like, okay, that's 3 times now. We text some more, ask her out again. She reschedules. I'm like, oh my God. Then, guys, the 5th time she reaches out to me, and then she now actually tells me that she's free. And I'm like, okay, finally, set it up, went on the dates. Bro, them cheeks were so freaking nice. But when I did my debrief, I started talking to her some more. I'm like, yo, what the hell was up with you, man? Why were you acting like such a freaking weirdo to meet up? She then told me that she was actually going through a divorce. Okay. She didn't want to tell me up front because she didn't want to freaking lose me. But she was going through a divorce and they were going back and forth. They thought they were going to come back together, then they would break up, come back together, break up. It was a mess. This thing took a few months for me to actually lay this chick, right? So if I was not patient and I didn't keep a cool head, I never would have slayed that girl. Okay. Let's see this question. How do I avoid girls that are after my money, like girls who are just there for food and the restaurants? Simple. Don't offer money. How do you get girls that are not for the money? It's very simple, my guy. Keep things cheap. Simple. Don't leave with money. Go out for a drink that is cheap on the first day. Go out for ice cream that's cheap. After you smash, probably you don't really need to go out. Guys, in the first 3 to 6 months with a girl, you guys don't even need to date. This may seem crazy to some of you guys, but guys, man, when a girl really likes you, you could be hanging out over there. You could be hanging out over there for hours and she's having a blast. I don't know about you guys. I mean, everybody wants different things. But for me personally, before I can take a girl seriously, she needs to accept this. If she can't accept the couch and just us vibing and talking and laughing, and if she can't accept that for a few months, then we're not compatible. We are obviously not compatible. She doesn't like me. She maybe wants me for the experience. She wants me for money. She wants me for food. But if that girl can't do the basic, she doesn't want you. Okay. So that's how you weed out girls that want you for your money. Give them that. Now, if those girls stay with you for 3 months, 6 months, and you do like going to restaurants, you do like spending money on your girl, you do like doing all these lavish things, yes. Now you can do that because now you know, okay, this girl actually likes hanging around me for me. So now we can add in all that extra stuff after. Make sense, Robbie? I'm not telling you guys to smash girls on the couch or in your room forever. You know what I mean? But you want to start very small. That way, you know girls that are actually really into you. Because let me tell you something, bro. If if you can't keep a girl by her coming to hang out with you for 2 months, 3 months, once a week, and you guys don't do anything, that girl doesn't like you. That girl doesn't like you. Straight up. All right, let's do question and answer. Hola, Tao, you okay? Yeah, why do you ask, bro? Do I look sick? Am I sick? Do I look like I've been crying? Like I was texting this girl. I asked her to a simple cheap coffee place, but she insisted on going to a different restaurant, which was expensive. Then fuck her. If she insisted on an expensive restaurant, there's your answer. There is your answer. Now, me personally, uh, I would tease her about it. I would tease that chick about it. I was like, damn, girl. I was actually thinking about taking you to like, I'll tell her that, damn, girl, I actually don't like that place. I know a place that's way better than that. She'll be like, where? I'm like, Chipotle. In fact, I'm calling to make reservations right now. I'll just keep busting her balls about that shit, about trying to do something expensive. And I'll probably tell like, yo, man, we just met, man. Like, I don't mind doing things like that, but I kind of want to get to know you for you, and instead of trying to do something like that's crazy. And you guys can meet in the middle. Don't accept it. If she tells you, I want to do something expensive, be like, ha ha ha, no, we're not doing that. Question and answer. Bro, girls are so funny. Whenever I have girls do things like that, and also the Ravi sometimes, man, sometimes you just gotta lose those chicks, man. They're not into you. Some girls just want a trick. They're not attracted to you like that, or they are wanting to take advantage of guys right now. You can still weed them out too, be like, yeah. But try to give her a counter offer though. If she doesn't take the counter offer, then don't do it. Okay, if you're in the live, guys, like the live. Don't have any videos to watch. They usually I watch a video after, but I've been making more videos than I watch videos. By the way, guys, if you have any videos that you want me to react to or that are interesting, join the Discord and then post some of those videos in the general tab. And if they're good, I can react to them on stream. because yeah, man, trying to find all these videos to watch with you guys is like, yo, man, I gotta do other stuff, bro. I gotta make moolah, bro. I gotta work on my clients. I gotta also make content for you guys. I don't have time to be watching YouTube all day. There we go. All right, while we wait for more people to get in here, I will just go over how many did we talk about today? We talked about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The 7 reasons why girls flake. Low interest is number 1. Number 2 is the interest is actually too high. Way too much interest that they became intimidated. Number 3, unclear expectations. They don't know what the hell you want. They're like, yo, what does this guy want? Does he want to be a friend? Does he want to be my lover? Does he want to be my boyfriend? Too much I mean, you want some ambiguity, but when it's too much and they're like, they're not going to show up, especially when it's platonic. Platonic is the worst thing. That has the lowest value for girls, man. Also, when you have number 4 is when you have too much pressure on the girl. When she feels like the date must equal something, like the date must go into a relationship, or the date means that you must smash, more likely to flake, right? Another one is when your follow through is very boring, kind of similar to like the platonic thing. Like you're too platonic, the conversation doesn't go anywhere. You don't actually take the lead. You don't give her direction. Okay. She's like, yo, what's going on here? What's happening? And she's like, yo, this guy is so boring over text and he's not giving me clear, concise plans and directions. How is he going to be in person? Okay, I'm not going to waste my time. I'm just going to go date somebody else. Another reason is something came up. Something came up, bro. Like it could be anything. Her dog died for real. Her mom got sick. She got diarrhea, right? She's on her period. Girl, by the way, yeah, girls actually flake on guys because they're on their period, believe it or not. They don't want to mess it up. And they plan on smashing. And they're like, oh no, I don't want him to know. I don't want to smash him when Aunt Flo is around. So if something came up, bro, hey, it's no big deal. Just set up another date. And then the last reason is, guys, there's another guy. Another guy. So sorry to tell you, man, but it does happen. Women have other men in their life all the time. But with that, guys, we're gonna keep this live short today because we don't have a lot of people on here. But you guys got the info. If you like the live, like the live. But before we go, guys, you gotta make sure to always follow, bro, the first rule of Love Club. Bro, don't talk about it. Be about it. I'll see y'all in the next one on Wednesday at 6 p.m. PST. Peace.